Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Working Title Sports Show. We've been gone a couple of weeks, and there's been insanity in NFL because D, when things like this happens, you start questioning your life of what is happening in the NFL. And last night, look, that is probably the greatest Monday night football game I have ever watched in my life.
Chris.
And I laughed so hard at seeing the Chiefs lose. I love the unity of Twitter and Blue Sky football fans. We all cheered on this fucking
held hands, walked down the street. It's a
Bloods
brand
and
new
Crips.
day. Can you feel the break? You see, remember what was that? Three Ninjas with all those banners went up. Not Three Ninjas, all Surf Ninjas. The Surf Ninjas. Then the Surf Ninjas. It looked like that.
Bro, let me tell you something. This NFL season is so wacky. Beyond Dallas tying with the Green Bay Packers, this has to be the most wacky ass fucking game in existence.
Let me tell you. All right, first off, straight up. If you notice the background, this is we are trying to do different stuff on this show now. But anyway,
this is representative of all of 3BG in every title sports show.
Yeah. And I know this. Hold on, because
with the lovely lady at the bottom.
No, what was I gonna say? Yeah, but no. But that being said, there we go. Sid Vicious in all his glory. Anyway,
Sid.
But no, for real. When it comes to this season, it is already proven to. It's proven
5 games in. Dallas,
it's proven to be. All right. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that because remember we always say
5 games. That's it all.
You're 5 games in. We already know what the hell you is at this point. All right. So let's go
Dallas is middle of the road.
Let's go with our division. Yes, Dallas is middle of the road, bro.
They might make a wild card. They might not. We don't know. But
I already told you I am not looking for a wild card this year.
Wild card.
I am not. No, we're not. Chris, there is no
as 8th seed wild card material.
That is not happening.
Yes,
let me tell you the last 2 games, Chris. First off, the last two games, though.
You count the Jets game as last 2 games because that was a wash.
No, I'm trying to say the last 2 games that this roller coaster I have been on with the Cowboys so far this season is just headache inducing. Yeah, it's really headache inducing.
I'm entertained.
I want to be entertained. I want to be entertained.
Because you know what it is? It ain't the offense problem. The offense is fine. It's the defense that's just like, roll the dice. Which defense are you getting today, folks?
I know what defense you're getting.
Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F. Both.
I don't know. The offense
Dallas
is defense
good. Is one. No, the Dallas defense is both decent and some of the worst Swiss cheese shit I have seen.
It's the definition of bend and break. It is.
It ain't to me. It ain't that to me. Because what we already seen the secondary get dropped right on their ass. Because one doesn't let old man Wilson throw 400 on you. Okay, so let's get that out the way. And then the very next week, Jordan Love is clink.
By the way, I love how the Bears beat Dallas and didn't do fuck all with it.
It's the Bears. You know what? Actually, hold on. And if I told you right, and if I said right, and I meant to go back to see what I said, but if I'm right or not, I told you that the Bears were going to beat us this year because that felt like they were the undeserving team to beat the Cowboys this year. I already told you that. Think about it. It was in Dallas. No, it wasn't in Dallas. We was in Chicago, right, for that game, wasn't it?
Chicago.
Yeah, think about it. We're going against Keller Williams, a dude that was raised as a Redskin fan. So you know he'd have made it his business to act like he actually had fucking skill that day, and he got us, but they ain't gonna do nothing with it because of Chicago. They don't savor no victory in that city, and you know it.
If you would have told me that the Detroit Lions would be top of the NFC North, I would have laughed at you because the Lions have not shown me shit this season.
The Lions
that makes me believe their 4-1 record. I'm just gonna be real. There is nothing about it that makes me believe they're 4-1.
No, you shouldn't believe that. No, Chris, you're right. You shouldn't believe it. There's any team that Now, if we're talking about teams we don't believe, he's going to do it again.
Who?
Mike Tomlin's going to do it again.
AD, let's be real. Let's be real. I want people to understand this. Let's talk about the AFC North. When Lamar went down, it opened the floodgates for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's for the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose the AFC North at this point. It really is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, did you say the Ravens?
Who's the other team?
You have just opened up a new segment called "You Love to Fucking See It," and these two teams are up the Ravens and the Nifty Lions. First off, we get to the Nifty Lions later, but let's go right now. You know what? The Ravens, this fall that the Ravens are having is one of the most welcome things for D, because I had to see so many of you.
I put myself in that category.
Overcoat for Lamar Jackson.
I put myself
in that category. And Chris, you're not in this part where all of you black folk got on the apps and wanted to tell everybody how the NFL doesn't deserve him, how he's so good, y'all don't care, and how you see how they want to put down a black quarterback and all the rest of that shit. Well, the nigga limped off the field, and you're seeing why he don't win nothing, because that team is built like a withering fucking tree. Harbaugh has lost all control of this team probably 2 years prior. So everything you're seeing right now with Lamar being down, with the fact that you got motherfucking Derrick Henry and y'all not moving nothing. How in the world do y'all go from pushing weight like it's 88 to pushing nothing?
Oh, yeah. Side note here.
That is funny.
Side note, because they're in the same division. Hey, Shadur, kind of regretting that choice to go to the Browns instead of the Ravens, aren't you? Could have been
take this shit no more, man.
No, he's fine, actually. Let me stop. I didn't mean to put that up. I didn't mean to do that because he's actually fine. Because think about it, Chris. Think about it.
You really think so?
No. He get, as long as Cleveland loses, he, in his mind, his brand looks like they the smart ones. They gonna keep denying me, and then I'm in the game. My name is Willie Beeman. You know, that's what he wants. That's exactly what he wants. Here's the problem, and I think you could agree with me, Chris. Dylan plays like a man that wants to make sure he's the backup next year. So you're probably not going to be.
Hey. So Flacco said, "Hey, I'm taking my talents to the next town over."
I'm taking my talents to the river that catches on fire. He went to Cincinnati. I'm sorry. He's with the Bengals now. I want to go down. To where the first 48 goes to all the time. I know that's Lexington, but I'm right across the river and I can go over there.
Flacco got in this Hyundai Elantra and drove to fucking Cincinnati.
You know it. You know he's starting that car up, man. Why I got a feeling that. All right, guys, I see it. So I'm outside of the club. Like, does that nigga listen to the Bone Crusher?
I laughed so hard.
I feel like Joey Flacco goes to the stadium with his shirt off, driving to the stadium with his shirt off, cranking that at high voice. I done told you, I ain't never scared.
He got a farmer's tan.
He got a straight up farmer's tan. Aaron and Chris doing this. I ain't never scared hit the roof. You got to hit that shit at full volume or he's not going to be ready for the day.
But you ain't lying. Pittsburgh Steelers are really going to do it. They are 3-1 behind Throw Rogan. And I'm just like,
here's the thing.
Maybe the stars are aligning.
Chris, this is one of those examples where all you have to do is go forward and you'll be fine. there are times in life, and I don't know if I don't know if anybody had a dad like that, but sometimes your dad will tell you some shit like, "It's okay, son, just keep moving."
Yeah.
There are times in life where that's all you need to do. But we're going to lose against up. Keep moving. Chris, you saw The Long Walk. Keep fucking moving, because as long as you move, you'll be fine. I love it just popped up on What's the Face, Yang. I've been meaning to watch that.
Let me tell you something, folks.
A bunch of people say it's really good.
It's good, but just think about. I'm just gonna tell you this for folks that haven't watched it. Think of any worst case scenario that you could think of. If you're walking, that movie hits every check mark that you could think of. I swear to you. I'm watching it. I was like,
Chris,
oh my God.
I got a question. Are there landmines involved?
No, I wish it was.
Fuck, see, then that would spice it up. Case scenario.
No.
Is there a rickety bridge?
Kind of. Look, when I say worst case scenario, I'm talking you're walking, you get a Charlie horse. You're walking, you happen to do one of those. You know how you walk and you accidentally like that? Oh, that happened in this movie. It's like me and my boy Najir. We were watching that movie after it was over, and Najir was like, that scene with the Charlie horse. I felt that guy. I was like, bro. That's how you know I would never do that shit. Like, hey, no. No.
Where was the pain, Jameis?
Yeah, just pain. It was pain everywhere. So we got to keep on pushing through and being resilient.
But for real,
DK Metcalf having a great year so far.
But here's the funny thing. That's exactly what the Steelers need to do, and I mean this because there's no Joe Burrow in motherfucking Cincy. I will say though, Joey, because I know you're not. You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. You have the opportunity to walk into Baltimore and into Pittsburgh and win a game.
Is he scheduled to come back?
Flacco
was taking over for Burrow.
Yeah, I know, because that's what I'm saying. He has the opportunity. The next because wait a minute, next time they play the Steelers, that's later on this season. I don't think he's gonna be quarterback, buddy.
Hold on, let me look at the Bengals real quick. Hold up.
Bengals
next games, they got the Packers and the Steelers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But still, you got an opportunity to do something really funny, because there's the one thing I have learned about Steeler fans and Joey Flacco. They look at him as a poverty quarterback that can kick their ass. So I would love.
I told you straight up in the group chat, Phillip Rivers could have been Joe Flacco if the Chargers didn't hold on to his ass for so fucking long.
I'm mad that Kyle Orton didn't become shit as a backup. I am mad that Jay Cutler was underappreciated as an old man quarterback.
Sir, we said as much. As long as we've done Mercantile Sports Show and people can go back in the archives.
Our first year was dealing with that.
We had Jay Cutler watch where Jay Cutler was like, so Jay Cutler, why are you playing for Miami? The check was good.
So Jay, Mr. Cutler, what's the cigarette? It's a Marlboro. This is only the guy out of here. Me. But what are you? I actually chew Redmond, but while I'm working, like while it's during the season, I smoke. Wait, so you chew tobacco off season and you smoke during the season? All right, I think he's fine.
Jay Cutler, we said as much. Jay Cutler looked like he didn't want to be at home with his wife and said, "Fuck it, I'll take an NFL check."
Boy, that nigga was enjoying playing. No, actually, if I'm mistaken, he was like remodeling his house or something.
Yeah, he was doing something.
His wife was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
It's like, all right, I guess I'll play for the Dolphins.
Here's the thing: when we was talking about Any Given Sunday, I laughed at the fact Eris was like, "Man, why the fuck his wife did that shit?" No, because there's two.
Dennis Quaid's.
Yeah, because there's two ways of looking at it. Number one reason is a Jay Cutler thing was like, Jay, listen to me. You are bored and annoying as fuck. If you don't take your ass to the football field where you know you want to be at, and then there's that case. I ain't got it, honey. Motherfucker. What is your problem? Get out there and play. Yeah, I'm a quarterback. You're a quarterback. What the fuck is your problem?
That's a scary white woman right there.
That to me, but yeah, because here's the thing. Can you imagine? See, Ayesha Curry won't do that, but Savannah will.
I haven't seen a black woman do that, to be honest.
Ayesha would Ayesha do that to Stephen Curry? No, she won't. She'd be like, come on, dribble the ball again. Do the thing you're good at. Come on. Savannah be like, hold on, baby. Close the door. What the fuck is your problem, nigga? I'm just saying my knee hurt. Your knee don't hurt, motherfucker.
It's mice on it.
You a LeBron James, nigga. What do you mean? You got 15 more games. If you don't get your ass up, baby, I'm like, Bron, I ain't playing with you. I don't know what LeBron's little name is. Fauntleroy.
It's like you said that you're going to play until Bronny your level.
That's what I'm saying. You made a promise, nigga.
You told that boy. You told our son.
You told the boy. I feel that there are some duties of a sports wife where you have to do that shit, where you have to hype up because I hate saying it like this, but in so many words, you're number one, you're dealing with an alpha male that is in a sport, is in a high level sport that is playing top level. He is seen as a super athlete to a lot of people. In some cases, super athlete. Not all people can be considered super athletes, but you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Like Troy Aikman want to be a super athlete, but it's like, oh my God, that's Troy Aikman. You're a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Certain times, I understand that shit. Where, hype this nigga up. He's just having a depressed moment. And then, hey, yo, Jay, you done put up the plaster in that wall. Oh, that wall. You ever see somebody? All right, that's like me when I know I need to be doing something important. I'm playing like Cities or I'm playing like Skyline or one of the little world builder games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there like, nah, I delete the city. Nah, I delete the city. Nah, I delete the city. It's like, Dwayne, go to work. Yeah, I need to go to work. That's what Jay Cutler was doing.
Let me ask you something. So here's how bizarre this season is. AFC South. The Colts and the Jaguars are both 4-1.
How are the Colts?
Daniel Jones is the dynamo that we knew he was.
Who knew?
Daniel Jones just needed to be on a competently coached team.
We've been gatekeeping the wrong person, man. My God. Daniel Jones, I think they're getting lucky. I really be honest with you. I really feel like the Colts are lucky. Who the Colts play next anyway?
They beat the dog shit out of the Raiders.
The Raiders didn't have a chance in the game. They play the Cardinals next, Chargers, Titans, Steelers. They can go 3-1.
They could. It's a possibility.
That is a chance they can go 3-1 because they can either lose to the Chargers or they can either lose or win to the Chargers or lose or win against the Steelers.
We said at the start of the season.
That's crazy.
We said at the start of the season the AFC West is going to be funny because it's for the Chargers to lose at this point, right? Oh, yeah. It is because
and I told you that it was going to be this way with the Chiefs, man. They weren't going to be number one this season. I already told you that was happening, bro.
Let me tell you something. The Jaguars Chiefs game. Here's what made it funny. Mahomes was being Mahomes that game. Yes, that guy. Mahomes was being Mahomes that game. It's like no matter what Jacksonville was doing, Mahomes was able to Houdini his ass down the fucking field at will. Now, there was a bullshit play that the refs didn't call. It was a pass interference play when my man hit him before the ball even got there, and they never called it. And Lawrence was like, what the fuck? And I think Mina Kim's was like, oh boy, this is going to be the swing that's going to help the Chiefs, and the Chiefs ended up scoring. And I was like, well, fuck, I guess the Jaguars going to lose this shit because the Chiefs defense was pretty decent for the most part, right?
If you say it was, nigga, because I don't feel
No, I'm saying decent. I'm saying decent.
Up to that point.
Yeah,
bro.
Up to that point, it was decent, right? And when you have something like that happen, that would deflate any team. But this is when all of us was like, oh shit, this might help Jacksonville. Kickoff. The Chiefs kick it out of fucking bounds. And
That's
where's
the
that put
second out of bounds. That's like the third out of bounds. I seen one in college. I think Aubrey kicked it out of bounds in our game.
Kicked it out of bounds.
Seen that lately.
And boom, Jaguars at the 40. And everybody was like, okay, interesting. All of a sudden, Lawrence is going down the field And I'm like, oh shit, he might do it. He might do it. Throws it in the end zone, interception. I'm like, oh damn. And then all of a sudden, come to find out, oh, flag, pass interference. And I was like, yeah, that was blatant because he did wrap him. Makes sense.
But that was that's what I was talking about. The Chiefs were sloppy the entire game.
They had some sloppy moments, a lot of offside penalties. Just
go ahead with but the rest of the game, when they got back onto
that right there, I thought I was like, oh god, they're gonna lose.
Fell back up.
Fell twice, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, who said it? Brendan Perner said it best. He chumbawumbled. He fell down, but he got up again.
He fell down. He did one of those maneuvers. You know how, like, when you're getting up and your foot doesn't quite grip the ground,
he couldn't grip the ground. He slipped and got right back up again.
And still booked it to the goal line. I was like, oh my god.
Let me find out. Sunshine still got a little bit left in him. Because I've been telling you that, and I told you this a couple weeks ago. When they were looking at 1 and 2. Yeah. And I told all of y'all this in the chat. You know what? The Jaguars would be good if they just stopped sucking.
This is a game. Hey, look, the Jacksonville defense
just stop sucking.
The Jacksonville
for like 2
defense
seconds, they could win games.
With the that interception that Jacksonville got and ran for a TD, I was like, well, there you go, Jacksonville. That's all you gotta do.
Look at that
competency. Okay, great.
Oh my god!
I don't blame the defense for Mahomes' shenanigans because that's Mahomes. It don't matter what the team is; he's going to do some bullshit that somehow miraculously there. But like at the end of the day, it's like when your defense is making dumb fucking mistakes when they don't need to, it's like, well, you deserve to lose this game. You wholeheartedly deserve it. Now, if there's a team that I'm gonna call on fraud alert here, hey Green Bay, I'm looking at you right now. You had no business tying the Dallas fucking Cowboys, and I will forever laugh at y'all guys for that shit.
Now,
business.
Immediately when the game was over, how many people went to you and started questioning the oh man, y'all didn't win or lose? Did you ever get?
I got a couple people.
All right, so for me, and I told this to everybody, and even our boy Dre was kind of upset about it, but I was like, look, this is just D because I watch soccer. I look at draws differently. But I look at draws differently. It was a boring game and nobody did shit to win.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bad game and neither of you deserve to win. Or, wow, no time left. That's it. Good game, everybody. Good game. And I love in soccer, I love those, especially when it's like 3-3, 2-2. Sometimes, and this is the funny part, 1-1 fools people like, that was sorry. Sometimes a 1-1 in soccer is like, nigga.
No, look,
it was tense.
This was one of those games.
The same way.
This is one of those games where it was more damning for Green Bay. Because if you think about it, when you look at everybody that before the game started, everybody's like, oh, Green Bay going to wash Dallas, whatever, right? And at the start of the game, you were kind of seeing that like, fuck, man, Dallas getting fucking, they can't get shit going.
Not going to lie. I hopped right on college football saying, yep, we lost this game. And here's the funny thing. As I'm about to play the game, message coming from Dre. How the fuck we score? My dad goes up. What?
D.
I turned the game back on, nigga. From that point on, from what was that? Like the 1 minute mark in the second quarter and on.
All to end the game. Put this way, that block
became a shootout.
It was a shootout, but I think it was more like Green Bay was panicking because when Dallas made that like 13-point swing going into halftime,
it was ridiculous.
Man. It was like, I think at that point, from Dallas' perspective, is like, look, if we win, cool. If we lose, hey, we did something, right? And I think it was from Green Bay's perspective, it was like, the fuck just happened? What happened? And you could tell Micah was Parsons was a bit frustrated.
Now, I would argue that. What did y'all win? That's what you have to ask. What was won? What was lost? What was gained? Micah Parsons actually looked like he got banged up after that game. He's not 100. Micah is not 100%. Let me make that very clear. He's not 100%.
If Dak just high stepped one time, touchdown, game over.
Yeah. Another one, which was probably the best play of the game and probably will be the best play of the season right now for Dallas, which was Micah Parsons. Micah got off the block quick. I saw him. He got off, slid right past the on the guard. I mean the tackle. The guard is at this point, halfway grabbing him. Micah has all the extension in the world in front of Dak. Dak leaning backwards. Zip. Tolbert comes out of nowhere, tiptoes, boom, nigga. I yelled it out. Holy shit!
Hey,
my son walks out the room. What happened? Like, look, Donovan.
Hey,
nigga.
Tree had the best sound effect. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, I say that every time I see one of those catches and to see if I'm right the following week with Tree. And I was right with that because it really was. Tippy toes, cradled.
Hey,
caught it?
Let me tell you something. I was in the bed with the wife and I was like, and she was like, why are you shaking? I was like, you got to see this catch. And she just, oh, okay.
God damn. I love how women, if they, and I don't know, I ain't actually your wife doesn't watch football or she only
it's background noise if she happens to see it.
Fine.
So she sees something with Dallas like Thanksgiving with her family or with my family, she'll be there and she'll watch a couple of plays. So cool.
That's weird. She's a Texas nigga. That's so weird. I would thought you would have said, hey D, she's a Texans fan. And we cannot.
Nah, she Dallas.
No, I had a feeling like, so she was raised Dallas. That's fine. Yeah. I meant to ask her.
She lived out in the suburbs outside Dallas. So
I meant to ask her pops because I heard, outside Dallas. I heard they, some of her friends from Fort Worth and all that. I was like, oh, Dallas folk. You know what I mean? I meant to ask that question, but whatever.
Her dad is Chicago.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Because he's from Chicago. He's from
exactly
Chicago.
What I'm talking about, though, nigga. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, but even with my wife's a Steelers fan, and she will go, but she's a Steelers fan, so come on, Steelers fans are.
Hey, got Mike Tomlin.
Steelers fans are Cowboy fans with the all right. If us Cowboy fans are narcissistic assholes that are still rolling off of a win that we got in 1994, Steelers fans are the same way, but they act like they never won nothing since 1994.
That is fair.
It's like I still feel like that ain't nailing the point I need to make with them. So, but here's the thing. My wife respects football, so it's like, yes. Hit that nigga again, that type of shit. But yeah, nigga, that catch was insane. Yeah, but anyway, but after that game was over, so many questions came up. And if you were Dallas, of course, we saw that as a victory. There was no way getting around it. Now we were going to play the Jets. I was like, well, the Jets.
That could be a trap game. I was really thinking that trap game.
No, we immediately hit them niggas in the teeth.
Funny thing. We
immediately punched them in the teeth, threw them in the locker, and said, "Nerd."
I was watching it on the fantasy. I was watching it on the fantasy football, and I was like, "How the fuck is Dallas struggling?" Right? So I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna watch the game on my phone." No sooner I turned in there, Dak throws a touchdown. I was like, "Well, never mind. All is right in the world, I guess. Never mind. False alarm. I'm like, what the
playing the Jets? I keep forgetting.
No, what game really pissed me off? Hey, Buffalo. I'm not saying New England is sorry, but what the fuck is going on with you guys? Like,
I know what I got to say to Buffalo.
You blew it. You had it all and you blew it.
You mean to tell me that this team was beatable the entire game, and for whatever reason, Jared Allen said, Tony Romo it is. Brick wall.
I don't understand Josh Allen.
When I say somebody, look, this comes from somebody, both of us. We love Tony Romo. When we say full Tony Romo, that is, I'm going to be the hero of the game.
And somehow
and make it worse.
You let Mr. I'm a Disney All-American kid, Drake May, look like the greatest quarterback.
Can I say something about Mr.
I'm not familiar with Drake May. I'm not familiar with him.
I say this as a dude that's seen him play in North Carolina, and they was making all this noise about him. I was like, Drake, I got to be real. I don't see you.
Mhm.
I don't see you in the NFL. And if you do make it, you're probably going to be bench fodder. I don't know what you're going to be. And I have been pleasantly, happily, and I will eat all of my crow. I am glad that Drake May came out as hard as he has.
played very
I'm not saying that this nigga's not perfect, but the way he conducted that last game, it's like, nigga, you might be here for a while. And I love it.
Mistake-free ball.
Mistake-free ball. I loved it.
He didn't throw a touchdown, but like, do you really need him to throw a touchdown? No.
That is a problem, though. How the fuck do you have one of the? How the hell you
200
have
plus yards, no touchdowns?
How do you have that? That's my name. How you have the dude that impregnated Cardi B and you still didn't make a touchdown with that nigga? I gotta be real with you. That is a problem.
I think that's what it is. I think
Patriots right now.
But you know what?
Patriots right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think with the Patriots, they're like, okay, look, we're not going to have Drake May slinging the ball like that. We're going to trust our run game to get us into the end zone if he can get us close to the goal line in some way, shape, or form. And that's all it really was. It was like, all right, check downs, slant plays, 5 yards here, 3 yards there. Oh shit, we're near the goal line. All right, bet, run that shit.
But what really did it though, when they needed it, deep bomb, Stephon, boop, didn't drop the ball. Stephon was on it. Yeah, he was.
And I forgot Stephon was playing for the Patriots. That's how
what I'm saying.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm like, Diggs. I heard Mike Tirico yell Diggs. I'm like, wait, Diggs.
So it might be a situation where in the AFC East, it's going to be Buffalo and New England. Maybe
I don't think. Now, here's the thing. As much as I'm liking how New England looked, I don't think they're going. to.
I see wild card possibly.
Yeah, that's about for right now. I see wild card for them, but the one thing I'm loving right now is the Dolphins.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Boy, Chris, shout out to one of our boys, and we're going to see him later this year. But I have to give a deep shout out to our ex-player Rico Dowdle. Rico ran for 206 yards and a touchdown for the Panthers to beat the Dolphins. It was one of the few times in my life. Actually, this has to be the only time in my life where Cam Newton is not on that team that I was rooting for the Panthers, because that game showed me why the Dolphins, yeah, you and I were right. They're about to be terrible.
Real quick, let's talk about the fact that
terrible.
Let's talk about the fact that the Dolphins aren't trying to pay Tyreek Hill. They're trying to get rid of his ass.
Well, don't worry. Gravity and rolling on the ground took care of that.
But also, real quick,
and I'm about to be fucked up. I'm about to be fucked up about that. This is one of my headphones. His leg looked like that on the side.
Hey, but on top of that, though,
he looked like you. He looked like you when you fell off. Yeah, it looked like that. It was gruesome.
On top of that, personal life, apparently this man was putting hands on his wife.
So let's get this shit straight.
And they're going through a divorce right now, and you know she's going to take them for a ride.
You're not about to get paid by Miami, number one. Number two, that for a world-class sprinter like you, that's probably your career. Because I love you, Tyreek. Outside of your speed and height, you without speed, why do I need you? You just DK Metcalf that can't get open at that point. You see what I'm saying? This is not good. Hold on. And then let's get to the real big issue, the real issue. Legal problems. Your wife is probably going to win that one.
Well,
she probably not going to win it, but she taking a piece of your ass.
But you know what that means, D. You know what that means? He's going to the Raiders, because that's what all,
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch she in.
I ain't saying the Raiders gonna throw a bag at him, but they're gonna get him.
I wish I had that set up, because I would have put E40 over that. I know they're not in Oakland no more, but I'm just saying.
Yo, I saw that shit.
Oh, you're lying. That's not funny. That's not funny. But he might go right to the Raiders. I will give Mark Davis this. He's all the way a fried version of his daddy, but I will give him this. He pays stupid ass contract. He gives out stupid ass contracts like his daddy. So
now, if you want to talk my fun time of laughing this weekend, hey, shout out to the Eagles losing to the Denver Broncos. You fucking love to see it, don't you?
I loved every.
You let Bo Nix come to Philly and bust your ass.
Good.
Much like the Chiefs, both of the Super Bowl teams has showed us early this season when and I hate saying I saw it during the Dallas game. It wasn't the Dallas game. Who did they play after that? After us,
it was the Chiefs.
It was the Chiefs game. It was the Chiefs game that made me go, "Hey, Philly, fraudulent."
No, for me,
fraudulent.
For me, it was the Rams game.
It was Rams game for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
But Rams are just okay, and you're struggling.
Exactly. What I saw with the Chiefs is the same thing. This fatigue. It'll be easy. We're Philly. We're the Chiefs. We can get over this shit, and they run into brick walls. So I don't believe that. I didn't believe none of them.
And they got the Giants this Thursday. That is going to be fun.
They're gonna be fine because I will say this. As much as I will say this, and this is a lack of me having clips, but a dart every 4 seconds.
But I can't take this shit no more, man.
I like how Jackson is winning there as an improvement. He's actually an improvement to Russell Wilson. Here's the sick part. Put Russell Wilson back in because y'all ain't about to win shit. Y'all want y'all best chances. Y'all better put the light-skinned Michael Jackson back in this game. Come on, man.
I don't know.
Let that nigga throw 500 and lose again, man. That's better than what y'all putting out.
I don't know, D. I gotta be honest with you. I'm the Giants right now.
He could have beat the Saints.
No. Here's my thing. If you want to really throw a mind fuck at the Eagles, announce that you're starting Jameis Winston. That'll fuck with the Eagles' head all day. That's mind games right there. Mental warfare right there.
Hey, I'd do that to the Cowboys. I wouldn't do that to the Giants. Wait a minute, the Giants won that game against the Saints. No, they lost that. Who did the Giants beat? The Giants beat the Chargers. That's who they beat.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Jackson looked better in that game, but I don't look. I'm gonna be real. Jackson looks like if he actually survives this season and makes it the next season, I'm gonna give him a chance. But as of right now, I gotta be real, son. You look like you about to be a number 2 somewhere. You really look like you about to be number 2 status.
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised though. The 49ers being 4-1 is kind of
fraudulent today.
Irking me a little bit.
It's fraudulent today.
It is because it's kind of weird because like they
should have lost. Who did they should have lost to? Yeah, let me look it up. Was it the Seahawks? They should have lost to. I forgot.
Yeah, it was the Rams. No, it was the Rams. They should have lost the Rams.
Yeah, it was the Rams game. Was it the Rams? Let me see.
Yeah, Rams. Rams and Cardinals, really, they should have lost.
The Cardinals game, look, the Cardinals.
I put down the Cardinals maybe a little bit more.
No. See, because the Cardinals are just like the 49ers to me.
It's like nobody. It's like nobody in the NFC West wants to be in first place.
Nobody wants to be in first place right now. I hate it when that happens in football. Look,
like, when it happens this season,
when it happens in the NBA, hilarious. When it happens in college football, sometimes it's like, well, duh. In the NFL, it's like, none of y'all want this shit. When it happens in the basketball, it's nothing worse than basketball where it's only 2 good teams in the whole conference. That's the most hilarious. Remember the 4 years where LeBron was going to the championship with Cleveland? That's what happened to the East. It was pathetic. Oh, it was great basketball. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. It was good bum basketball. I loved it. The East didn't give a fuck. The Wizards had a chance. That's how messed up it was. But we had a chance, Chris.
But D, guess who's back this week?
Wrong one. So bitch, of course.
Baker Mayfield, cooking the Seahawks.
300. It was 357?
379, buddy.
379. Yeah, 379, nigga.
Cooked the Seahawks.
Cooked them. We keep on telling y'all the best team in the NFC South. We told y'all was going to be the.
Hold up. You're saying it wrong. South.
We told you it was going to be the Buccaneers. Now, that being said, though, I really do. If there's a secondary team I do like the struggling teams, I think that's not going to make the playoffs, but they're probably going to compete for the wild card. Mm-hmm. That's the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the Falcons are good enough to get there, but I am enjoying them learning about themselves. They know what they are. They're figuring out what they are as a team and all that. Michael Penix is pretty nice, man.
Yeah. So, when they're competent, it's like it's gonna be Falcons Cowboys fighting for a wild card spot. That's my prediction.
Don't do that. Don't do that because we lose to the Falcons. We'll never hear the end of it.
I tell you what, though.
Because the Falcons fans don't got nothing to hang up their hat on. So they're going to, you remember that time we beat the Cowboys to make it in the wild?
You know what game really irked me, but I shouldn't be surprised? Hey, Chargers, you had the Commanders in the first quarter, and I was like, shit, they're going to fucking beat the dog shit out of the fucking Commanders. And second quarter hit, and that was a wrap. I was like, well, never mind.
And that's why they deserve this, Eric.
Guess what? You blew it. You blew it, man.
You blew it!
You blew it.
You blew it, boy. You really blew it.
You mean to tell me they didn't score and immediately in the third quarter, Chris, CJ, fellow member of From the Heart, nigga,
my brother in Christ.
You mean to tell me that the Commanders dog walked y'all?
a slow dog walk, not a slow. They slow walk.
Article death.
You blew it. You had it all and you blew it.
It's like those movies. It's like those movies where the serial killer is choking a woman out in the water, and it's just that slow, like just goes.
Not one of them jokes.
It's just the bubble just goes. Just goes to.
Dog, I do not understand how these niggas. Listen, I don't root for the Commanders to lose anything.
I want their success.
I don't care no more.
Yeah.
I'm beyond giving a fuck if they want to lose. But it's always entertaining to me to see the Redskins on one knee, and I'm like, yes, bueno. This is where you belong. Look, I ain't gonna fake. I'm still a Cowboys fan. That is where you belong, dog. On your knees. What do you mean to tell me they back in the game? How did you let them back in? Oh my God.
You know what,
that was so frustrating. It was because I didn't see the funny part. That was the only game I did not see in the NFL until this morning.
Oh, the only
I walked into work today, right? And one of my coworkers said something like 40 and 40. I'm like, nigga, like we passed that, right? But it was like, I didn't see your game. He's like, yeah, you gonna like that shit. You gonna like that shit. I'm like, why? And when I looked at it, I'm like, you mean to tell me the Diamond Dogs didn't do nothing?
The only reason why I knew that they won, I was at a Chris Brown concert helping Live Nation, right? Obviously, everybody across from National Stadium is pre-gaming, as you do, right? Everybody's, watching football, drinking or whatever, right? Seeing these niggas, their girlfriends like, yeah, Commanders, we in there. And I was like, the fuck they happy about? 27-10. I'm like, well, never mind. Fuck. Like, because I stopped watching the game after the first quarter. Like, 10-0. Never mind.
Hey, Chris, I like that you just like me. It bugs you when a Commanders fan is a little bit too happy. The fuck are you happy?
I was like, first off, because it's like, number one, you with your girlfriend at a Chris Brown concert. I know you didn't want to be here, so why are you happy all
Let's get things straight here.
Something ain't right here.
Something's wrong with this whole setup, bro.
And that's the only reason why it set me off. Is like he's wearing the jersey to the Chris Brown concert, so I knew he didn't want to be there. So I'm like, why is this nigga happy? I'm like, oh, 27-10. Damn.
Nah, see, now he going like, yeah, baby, here's a G. Go ahead and take a picture with him.
Right? Right. Get all the drinks you want. I don't care.
Don't kiss him. I don't care. It's all good, man. Hail to the Redskins. What do y'all still? Do they still?
They
sing
still
Hail
hell
the
to the Commanders now. They say hell to the Commanders. Now.
Hail to the Commanders.
We didn't talk about this. RFK Stadium. It's happening. It's official.
I drive past that stadium.
They are dismantling in it.
Yeah. I drive past that stadium every now and then when I got to do a delivery up in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's like, about 4 miles from where I'm at, yeah, it's about 3 miles from me.
Yeah,
it's just going straight down Central Avenue. I'm gonna hit it. But anyway, it is weird though. Just for us, and this is just you and me, DC kids. It is weird seeing that shit getting torn down, and they're going to put something new right there.
It's an institution. It's kind of like
I really never wanted it to go away. In a weird way, I wanted them to do the thing that, just be honest with you, nobody in their right mind is going to do, which is fully renovate that stadium. It's not worth it.
I think there was a time period where, here's the thing. I think what was weird for us as football fans in this area was the RFK Stadium was an institution. You saw it, your parents, if they worked in DC like my mom did, or you just drive, because I have relatives all around the area, so I always saw it. Mm-hmm. When they moved to Landover, it was weird for me because it was like now going through Landover, visiting my relatives over in Glen Arden, I have to see that stadium now, and it's just weird.
Yeah.
And the only time I went to RFK was for a DC United game, right?
Yeah.
So now seeing it's a shell of itself, now it's the opposite for me because now it's going to be weird seeing Northwest Stadium, and then I got to go to DC and see this newly revamped RFK Stadium, and it's like, huh.
On the local side for us in that sense, and this is just real shit. I wonder what they're going to do with Northwest. Because they said
they want
to keep it up.
It's going to probably be used for soccer games, college football, most likely, concerts still. Mm-hmm. Granted, depending on how RFK Stadium is being built, it's going to be. Here's my thing. Okay, this is just me theory fighting here.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the size of the stadium, we might get a WrestleMania RFK Stadium.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the stadium.
That's actually a possibility.
And it's making me wonder if they building that stadium, are they thinking about that a little bit during the process?
I was listening. It was just, when you get on TikTok and you fall into somewhat of a hole. Somebody was talking about stadiums. They were talking about how whose stadium looks just like the Raiders stadium, Allegiant Stadium, how hollow it is. It's like this stadium looks just like I forgot what stadium they compared it to. But when you really look at it, a lot of the architecture in a lot of these new stadiums all look the same. They're hollow. There's no real life to them. You know what I mean? They're not coliseums like they used to be. You know what I mean? Dallas is
kind of
Dallas
like very
is
much.
Nice.
It's
Indy's is nice.
This at AT&T Stadium, it's like an experience. It is kind of like a coliseum. Like
you have to.
Like it's like
it has to be bigger than that. But they said the one in Vegas is hollow.
And it's weird because you would think Vegas would have been like this
all
big
places.
It would have been an experience.
Yeah, is number one. It pissed off the locals because the locals pretty much paid for like 90% of that damn stadium. And let's be real, folks. Your tax dollars, at least at the minimum, 50% of it is going towards the stadium. Either way, nigga, nobody want to pay for that shit.
Don't.
That's the big thing that stopped the junk happening up down the street with RK. Because they about to gorge. How much money did they take from the city?
Because everybody's logic was like, why don't you just take that money and revamp Northwest Stadium? Done. But that's neither here nor there.
I think also on some real shit on a local reason, I think PG is kind of sick of it. A part of me has this feeling like PG is sick of like y'all playing I really have a feeling like they're like, just fucking leave then. You know what I mean? I think they're at that point where it's like, leave, do whatever you want to do in the stadium, but just give back on tax. Whatever you want to do, just fucking tell us. Tell us what the fuck you want to do, because you just built because on some real shit. And if I could take a little bit further, there's nothing against the Redskins for having a stadium there. But what if they giving back to the area? That's my biggest thing. Landover looks like shit. Glen Arden looks like shit. Palmer Park always looks like shit. No offense to y'all No offense.
I mean,
y'all.
the only thing,
Look, hey, Chris. Look, no offense to y'all, but this is a Sula nigga talking to y'all. Yeah, we look better.
The only thing that it really did.
Saying.
Here's what it did. I will give it credit. We got some community centers out of it, which cool. I mean, look. Community centers are community centers are the backbone of the neighborhoods.
I will also say this. Yes, Snyder did keep the stadium looking nice from the outside, but the new owners, I can tell that they're trying their damnedest because the new owners, good. I heard it looks better in the stadium now.
No,
I heard
better now.
It looks.
I mean,
looks a lot
think about it like
in the
this.
stadium now with the new owners, but I can tell that the new owners know there's money to be made out here. You know what I mean? They still know that they can make money in PG and make money over in DC. So that's going to be interesting.
I think with the new owners, they had to do that fix at the Northwest.
Had no choice.
Because think about it, with the advent of social media, and I think it started with that person that threw that TikTok up of the fucking pipes busting and spilling. They were like, "Oh shit, we gotta clean this shit up because we can't hide that." Like, because at that point, everybody
water. That's just water. That was open sewage.
Open sewage. Like, come on, bro.
Open sewage.
And you had all angles of that. Do you really want to be the person that owns that stadium and doesn't fix that shit?
You have no choice, man. And then on top of that, like I said, they're going to still use it for soccer because that's because you can fit.
Oh, that's a big deal.
You can fit 80,000 people in that fucking stadium. Yeah, but here's the problem. But this does reach another big problem. See, yeah, the World Cup is coming here. Guess where they're not going to be in? DC.
So they gotta go to Northwest Stadium.
They're not going.
They're gonna play at Audi Field.
No. They're not going to play in DC. Meaning that they're not playing Northwest. They're not even playing in Baltimore, nigga. We're not one. We're not one of them 10 cities. No, we're not. You gonna look at that list and get mad as shit, because we're not on that jump.
You know what it was? I remember
Baltimore,
I looked at the
DC
list.
Was supposed to be on it, and we didn't even get on it, man.
That was the thing. Man. I think I probably looked at the initial we
just wanted an initial one. Oh, yes,
okay.
we was. Because you're going to see it's going to be it's all North American countries, which, by the way, I think that's kind of cool. But
I see it now. So Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, Jersey, Philly, San Francisco, and Seattle. And then Guadalajara, Mexico City, Monterey, and Toronto and Vancouver. Wow.
You mean to tell me that they go to Boston, but they're not going to go to DC? That is fucked.
Well, everybody can go to Philly though if they want to. So
but also I was thinking about maybe the culture. I was like, that's bullshit because they fill up because sorry ass DC United still get people to go up that joint. So that don't mean nothing, D. So
that means all the fans are going to be taking a road trip to Philly.
Yeah, but that being said, there's a lot to be redone with that shit, man. But seeing just the outer skeleton of RFK,
oh, it's surreal.
And when you pass around that shit, you can see the guts of the inside the stadium. Last time I was in the stadium, 2004, 5-ish maybe. Howard University versus Hampton, and Howard barely won that game.
Broccoli Fest. That was the last time I was there.
Oh no, I was actually over there for something. I forgot what I was over there for. That was like 2012 or something. I don't know.
Speaking of which, D, college football. You know what? There are depressing moments. Maryland, what the fuck? How you had a 20-point lead and lost it?
Let's talk about our quarterback. See, Malik
Washington, great guy. Love him.
He is legit elite.
Oh yeah, he's good. Really good.
He is what he is. Maryland is probably not the school.
Ooh.
Probably not the school. Because I say this as the nicest way I can possibly say. There is a chance that they can put together, Loxley can put together a team in the next 2 years. And I say 2 years because you know how NILs go. Yeah. And you know how that transfer portal, you know how that transfer portal just smells good when there's an opening. So I put it to you this way. Malik Washington stayed all 4 years when I played him on college football, so there's still shit. And I only been to Chris. I only made it to one bowl game in those 4 years, so there still might be a chance. But no, seriously, what happened to them and what happened to them losing to Washington? It was the thing I'm concerned with Maryland. is that number one, they have a problem with holding leads. They had that problem last year. And number two, are they good enough to beat one of these harder teams? You still got to go against Penn State, despite them fucking choking. I get to that in a second. And you still got to go against a Michigan, Ohio State.
Well, no, like the rest of this.
You still got to go against a USC, a UCLA. You still got going against teams that are legit better than you. So Maryland and fucking Indiana's nice this year.
But the thing about the Big Ten, the thing about the Big Ten is you have to keep your foot on the neck of these teams when you get a big lead. You can't falter. You can't slack. You got to get points however you get it.
That goes triple in a game like this against Washington, somebody that is in the Big Ten. A lot of people kind of forget that. They are in the Big Ten too. So it's like, yo, you can't lose these games. You can't. You gotta they gotta beat Iowa. They gotta beat Nebraska.
Well, yeah, because the rest of the schedule,
they have no choice, but they have to win these games because they want to be respected.
So they got Nebraska next. They got UCLA, Indiana, Rutgers, Illinois, Michigan, and Michigan State.
I'm gonna tell you right now, all those people you just said, Rutgers and UCLA are probably the only teams they can really beat.
I can see them going. That's 7 games.
Now they can upset Indiana, but no, I don't think that's going to happen.
I think
Indiana is the team that's supposed to upset the stronger teams this year.
They might hit 4-3 during that stretch.
I don't think they will, because I think Nebraska
either 3-4 or 4-3.
I think they lose. Hold on. Let me say that. Let me see. I think they're going to lose to Nebraska.
I think they'll beat Nebraska, lose to UCLA.
UCLA, despite now that win they got over Penn State.
Yeah.
Don't read too deep into it or nothing like that. It's just that win was a spiritual win. They needed that because their coach just got fired.
Yeah,
their coach got fired. There's only, if you notice the stadium, that's how the stadium looked the whole game. 50% capacity.
Jeez.
And yet they had it in them to we beating Penn State today, motherfucker. This is happening. So I think they can beat a UCLA, but a lot of the stronger teams in the Big Ten, they ain't got it, man. Michigan State, they can probably beat them, but I don't think this year they can. You know what I'm saying?
The game that had all of us literally laughing that it happened. Florida upset Texas. I honestly, God, thought Florida was going to shoot themselves in the foot, and they didn't. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, Archie. Let me tell you something, Arch.
If your name wasn't Arch, nobody would give a shit.
If that last name Manning wasn't there, no one would give a shit. Let me tell you something, man. This is not your fault. I blame several groups. Number one, the usual hype group around any of you Nepo babies. There's no offense to any Nepo athlete. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Oh man, you're gonna be like your dad, your uncle, whomever. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? I got super pressed when I realized that who's wrestler Braun Breaker. When I found out Braun Breaker was a Steiner, I was like, how good is he going to be? Knowing damn well that I saw several other sons of wrestlers who crashed and burned. So that being said, you have to blame your hype, your whole little hype base, whatever how many they are, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a base of that. If Shedeur Sanders has a big one, I'm pretty sure yours is pretty sizable too. Number two, the other people you want to blame is good old Texas Longhorn fans, because each and every one of you couldn't wait to get rid of yours so you could put in freaking Arch Manning. And now y'all ain't ranked, y'all ashy, and everyone's laughing at you. The third person you want to blame is the press, Chris.
Yep.
Because the press really thought the name Manning.
They crowned him before the fucking snap.
All I was saying, when you asked me earlier this season, who do you got? I'm wondering, I'm questioning Texas. I want to see if they're actually good. And it wasn't because of Arch Manning. It's because I like their defense. Their defense has proven to me that they got some fucking holes in it, but I think they're workable. I think you can buff those out. Arch, you are a detriment right now to your squad, bro. And here's the worst part. I can't blame you.
Here's the thing,
I can't blame you for your position, but Texas need to bench you before you look more bad, work worse than what you are.
And in fact,
That's all I'm saying.
It might be a situation where he's going to probably tank his prospects at NFL.
Oh, don't even think. Let's not even get that far, young. They still here's the thing. Texas still has a chance to get a bowl game.
Oh yeah.
Let's not act like let's not. If there's anything that he can do, it ain't. I forgot. It's a college player. This is on the coaches.
Yep.
You need to get this boy in a position to win. And I can tell you, as a nigga that don't like Texas, I can tell you right now, y'all ain't scaring nobody right now.
Speaking of not scaring nobody. You know, Bill Belichick could have been chilling somewhere in Cabo with his 16-year-old girlfriend, drinking Mai Tais and shit.
Sir, she is of age, okay? You respect.
This motherfucker going to North Carolina and just embarrassing himself. Folks, do you know as of right now, Hulu canceled the North Carolina documentary that was supposed to be following on the team because of how
I got a question. What the fuck did they think they were gonna get out of that shit?
Because it's Bill Belichick's team, that's why.
No, really. This always happens. They're too now. It's kind of funny.
Clemson came in and said, "Bitch, you thought just."
2-2, but Clemson has been embarrassed enough this season. So yeah, I knew they were running face first into a buzzsaw. We all knew that was.
I didn't think it was going to be a 38-10 route, though. Nigga, I was like, damn.
I knew it was, man. Dabo's mad that he only got 4 stars on his squad. He was coming for blood, dog. That was happening, nigga.
Here's how sad it was. Dabo got all his anger out in the first quarter and then chilled out afterwards.
Chilled the rest of the game.
He was like, all right, we got 28 points in the first quarter. All right, we're good. We're fine.
I didn't get any pictures of it. Shout out to Cincinnati over Iowa, man, because that was a good game. I didn't think that was going to happen. Another good game. Barely beating Kansas State. Good back and forth. I actually really enjoyed that game a whole lot. Chris, we do have one more feature, and that's this feature.
Stop! He's already dead.
Shout out to South Carolina State for beating the living shit out of Savannah State, and shout out to Kent State Flashes for people going, where the hell is Kent State at? They got they shit yoked by Ohio State. And finally, the other game I had down there. Hold on, what was the other game I had?
You not Penn State?
There we go. Texas Southern won 51-7 over Arkansas Pine Bluff. And yeah, stop. They are already dead. Now I seen worse, but those are Division 2, and I'm about to do all that shit. Yeah. So yeah, man. But the whole Penn State gets my. I told you, they're my low. Them and the Ravens are my low calorie. James Franklin may be out of now. A lot of people are talking about James Franklin, the coach. He could be out of a job.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all gotta calm down. But then again, this is high level football, and Penn State has been spinning their tires for the last 2 seasons. So there might be some truth to him there being his seat getting hot. I would believe that. So
yeah, I mean, look, you know, seeing that score, I was like, yo, Penn, you just let UCLA come in there and just snatch victory from defeat, huh?
And then hold on, and the worst part about it was, Chris, is that the way it almost felt like Penn State didn't put up a defense for it either.
They really didn't. It
really felt like they just let shit happen. He just let that ass whooping happen to him. That's what it feels like, yeah. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Side note, Georgetown barely got by Morgan State this past weekend.
I'm sorry, Georgetown has a football team.
Yeah, they do.
I have to be reminded of that. I'm serious. I keep forgetting that Georgetown actually has a football team. I don't even know what these niggas practice at, but they got a football team. Do they just practice on the American? Do they practice on the American university?
I think they actually have an actual field. I believe so.
I'm pretty sure they do. not saying that they
You know,
don't.
Georgetown feels so secluded, like off in the hills and shit. I'm like, all right, I guess they got a feel.
I like how a lot of transplants are coming into DC and they're saying that Georgetown sucks. Anyway.
Man, it is what it is. I mean, look, if we're looking at it right now, so right now, North Carolina Central is in first place, and Howard's right behind them in the MEAC.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's North Carolina Central 4-2, Howard 3-2, Delaware State 3-3, South Carolina 3-3, Morgan State 2-4, and Norfolk State 1-5.
Oh man, I messed that up.
Yeah, Howard's been okay this season. There ain't nothing that's like blowing the fucking doors off and stuff. Them losing 13-12 the previous week was fucking hilarious because I'm like, so you just let Delaware State just come in there and just scoot on by?
Yeah, we shit on Delaware State, but they're actually getting better.
Yeah,
we do. As for the SWAC, out in the East, leading in the East is Alabama State and Jackson State. They're both 2-0 right now, and leading in the West is Prairie View. They're 3-0, but Texas Southern, after beating the shit out of Pine Bluff, is 2-1. So, yeah, this is a little bit tight, but don't see that clear up a little bit.
We got to talk about this WNBA. So,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Nafisa Collier from Minnesota. She fucking let the chopper loose on how shitty WNBA leadership is, and it opened the floodgates of people finally talking about the issues of the WNBA. And I was like, thank you. So it's messy. Don't get it twisted. It's messy as shit, but fuck it.
So Kathy Engelbert really is feeling her shit, where she gets to go to all these women and pretty much say, you should be kissing my fucking toes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing. When it came out that she pretty much said that Catherine Clark should be grateful that she's in the W. Do you know? And I'm with Cameron. You do realize Ice Cube gave me 5 stacks to be with them, and I said nah. Then they came back with 15, and I still said nah because I believed in the WNBA.
You gonna see
you
this
don't believe in me? That's so wild. My girl said it right. Bush League. It is bad enough that we got all these. It's bad enough that what we're seeing with like, first off, can we talk about how one of the bigger problems I have is that these girls have to have their skull cracked on the fucking hardwood for y'all to blow a technical foul on each other because y'all don't want nobody's feelings hurt or some bullshit.
Asia was saying that. Asia was saying in that game that when they beat Connecticut. Was it Connecticut or no Indiana? No, they beat Indiana to go into the championship. And Asia, she was being consummate professional, was like, hey, like what? Like I don't know what's going on. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, they're not calling calls. Here's another thing. I love how the WNBA kind of abandons all type of advertisement the second one of y'all ain't there. Because I got to be real with you. I was one of many people. Indiana made it?
Right?
I'm not even joking. One of my boys at my job watched the WNBA a little bit more than me. And he was like, man, Indiana made it. Like, Indiana made it? Fuck out of here. When? They did? You know what I mean? When they got rid of the whole thing that's going on in New York, with how New York got rid of their coach and all that shit. Even that's steeped in WNBA political bullshit. You got rid of a coach that got you to the championship.
It's so bad that even Adam Silver,
everything doesn't make it. He sits with this damn league. I'm sorry, Chris.
Here's how bad it is. Adam Silver is just like, yeah, we need to clean this shit up because
it's bad when the NBA. Because 2 things. A part of me thinks that that's Kathy Engelbert's plan all along for the men to come in and finally fix this shit.
Well, that's what white women do, dude. Come on now.
That to me, that's a pure white woman move. But a part of me does think that on a weird business side that they wanted that to happen in the first place because they didn't want to take up the mantle and do all the rest of that shit. But it's really sad to me how the league found different ways of not only capping themselves, but capping the women in there. And we've been off and on kind of saying that for the last few years, Chris. Nothing too, because you and I are in the same boat where we want this league to thrive.
Yeah, we want it.
But for some reason, Chris, have you ever thought why we always come to the same conclusion? So what do they need to do, D, to get better? Why do we keep asking that question? Because they don't want to get better.
No, they just want to flounder in mediocrity. That's all it is.
That question every single year with the WNBA, we come to like, who won the championship? This and that, all the way. Yeah. Hey, yo, Chris, I didn't know the championship was even going down. You mean to tell me that this sport, especially now, and I mean this in the most sexist way too. Now you got the pretty girls playing basketball. You mean to tell me y'all still can't push this?
Aces and Mercury. Good games, by the way.
Chris, I hate to say this. You got all the good-looking tomboys and lesbians out there, and for some reason, you can't sell once at anybody. I love Asia Wilson, but her getting dogged out by my boy Teague, how Teague dogged her out. We shouldn't be all agreeing with Teague because y'all give no presentation to these girls like their game is a threat when we all know that these girls' game can be a threat. Now, I'm not saying she can beat anybody. We already went through that. She ain't beating no NBA player right now. But still, the fact that WNBA is not there to back it up, but y'all there every time there's a minor victory for women. It's like the little micro celebration, like, yeah, we're on TV now. Nothing can stop us now. Bullshit. Like, yo, no. You got fans who were sleeping at the games courtside, dildos getting thrown into the middle of the court. Hold on, Chris. My favorite thing that I've been saying for the last few years: tumbleweaves on the court.
You got
bonnet shit is this, nigga?
You got Angel Reese throwing subliminals at the WNBA in terms of paying because somebody was like, why are you still paying for the WNBA? He's like, well, no. They asked her why she's still podcasting instead of being on the court. And she was like, I get more money doing the podcast than I get paid in the WNBA. So why the hell?
Embarrassed by that shit? Y'all not embarrassed by that shit? You mean to tell me that Kathleen Clark could have been balling with legendary men?
And you could have.
Do you understand? I think nobody I understand that. Look, everybody understand there's like a war. Kathleen Clark and Angel. Shut the fuck up. Get your blackness and get your whiteness off the table. I'm saying this from the standpoint of basketball. Do you know how many players in the NBA love her game, respect her game, and know that you're actually the next Larry Bird. It wasn't a white boy. It's probably you. Blessings coming from Hall of Famers. She could have been playing with them, making more money, and I hate to say it, getting respected way more.
Dude, it's to the point where Derek Fisher, who I believe he used to be part of the face of the National Players Association, he even pointed out like, hey, this was a long time coming. For the 27 years that the WNBA been kicking around, this has been a long time coming. And he was like, I'm not surprised that it's finally coming to a head because it's like, hey, the players have been like, I think from Fisher's point of view, it was like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark really kind of like bumped up the fate, everybody kind of having eyes on the product. And this was it was going to happen. If it wasn't them two, it was going to be somebody else. But like,
you know what's sad? When I had to see so much I saw more excitement and more thrill and more happiness for the game of basketball come from Gil's Arena when they went to Lexi Brown's games because they was really happy for Lexi. They was really supporting the shit out of her. They had Cheryl Swoops there to give a woman's perspective on how the game is and all the rest of that shit. They have I got to see, and what pains me is I have to see when it comes to what they can do better. I got to see Cheryl Swoop's face switch and go into protection mode. Well, the girls, they are high, but but when you really break down of her,
she's an auntie now. Come on now.
You can really tell that she's not trying to step on a landmine.
Yeah, because you don't want to fuck up.
And my thing is this. And because I say this no irony included. That's my Michael Jordan when it comes to women. Like Cheryl Swoops is my favorite baller of all time when it comes to women. I was too young to see Cheryl Miller shit on motherfuckers, but I seen Cheryl Swoops scare women. You know what I mean? So like that's my G. And I have to see her kind of soften her words in order to make sure these girls she not bash the girls down. Everybody does that. Well, we want to see the game improve. We want to see this. Nobody, and everybody's not saying the harsh thing that we probably should have been saying here, Chris. This league is dog shit. We should have been saying that 10 years ago. And you know what we were doing? We were running defense for the league that didn't want to run defense for them. We out here telling all these niggas stop being sexist, stop being this, stop being that. I love how my boy Tank stayed on my ass with that shit. And I always told him the truth. I have words for it, but I don't want to say it because I'm just telling the truth. I don't want to have my words go out there sound like I'm negative. But when I tripped over that video of that girl explaining all this shit a month before all this broke down of how this whole league is a Bush league, I was like, that's how I feel. And everybody's like, holy shit, yeah, I want to see this league improve. But guess what? The league don't want to improve. Yeah. They want Adam Silver to come in here and save it. And guess where we at?
We're here.
Fucking sad, bro.
Look, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen.
Now we got we only got like one or two more things to talk about. Real quick, let's get this one out the way. Yo, LeBron, we knew you was going to come out there and bullshit. But that being said, I really hope the Lakers take that all the way to heart. That LeBron is not the number one no more. This is Luka's team.
Happy Lucas.
Treat me like a number two. I am not a leader no more. I am 41. I'm going to be 41 this season. Do not treat me like I'm a super. Don't treat me like I'm a superstar, but do not treat me like I'm one of these starting kids that need to be in front. I'm with that. And that being said, I really hope that works out for the Lakers, only because I would like to see LeBron win one more before he go out. I like to see him go out like Kareem. You know what I mean? Just get one more ring before you bounce out. You know what I mean? But I don't look. You've seen the Lakers front office, well wishing. You know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about the Wizards getting better in 3 years, dog.
I don't know if the second.
You know what I'm saying? Good
I
luck
don't know if you
y'all.
have this on your docket, but conversations surrounding apparently Milwaukee Bucks are on. Well, we'll get to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Apparently, the Milwaukee Bucks are on the clock with Giannis because, like, Giannis may try to take a crack at going to New York, but a lot of pundits are saying that if New York were to try to get Giannis, they would have to give up a lot just to get him.
I heard another place. I heard some people said Miami, but they said that's probably not going to happen because Giannis don't want to play in Miami. A big one, what I heard was, and I think that's gone out the window, which was the Spurs. I think that's done. I think that's not going to happen.
That would be crazy.
And another one that they said was the Lakers, of course. And the Laker one can happen, but 5 things have to happen perfectly, in my opinion, for him to go to the Lakers. And that's even bigger if Luka really believes staying on the Lakers is the right thing to do. I think Luka, personally, if I'm Luka, I'll take the shit. You're a Laker. Yeah. You're on television every night. You know what I mean? So I would take that, but I don't know. We don't know what Luka's future is going to be. And that's right not to really speculate on the Lakers being the thing. And then we got the whole thing that's going on with the Clippers owner. The Clippers owner who we all knew was going to take a slap on the wrist for this shit. That's probably what's going to happen because they clearly colluded, but there's no real smoking gun because in a weird way, it's not. It's against the spirit. It's not against the rules.
That nigga,
they knew what they were doing.
That nigga was money laundering, playing his fucking day.
You mean to tell me you had this nigga sign up with a pretty much a dummy ass
bullshit company?
Anyways, not illegal. Good example why? Because when Doug Williams used to play played for Tampa, he wanted to get re-signed. And the Tampa Bay owner at the time was such a cheapskate. He was like, no, we don't have to give you this, but you can invest in this. It's like some little thing that was down in Tampa. And Doug Williams like, kiss the darkest part of my Louisiana ass, nigga. And he walked the fuck about that shit. So it's not illegal, but this shit is illegal, man. They're gonna get scot-free off of it.
Put up Mr. Sanchez's picture.
Oh, one more thing before we get off there. Number one, I'm rooting for both of these teams. I know
I'm leaning towards the Mariners.
I'm leaning more towards the Mariners, but I do not mind the Tigers winning this. The Mariners came back in great fashion last game. Yankees, fuck the Yankees, fuck the Knicks, fuck the Mets, fuck New York. They down 2-0. They played tonight.
D. Them first 2 games, Toronto was busting them. This was me.
Yes, nigga. It was like 7. It was like 12-0. It was like 12-1 or something. And like the 7th inning in the game one, I was like, it's about to be a long ass series. I will admit I have not seen these two play. I watched the Cubs, how they squeaked into the motherfucking wild card and how they got into this.
Look. Chicago,
I haven't seen them play.
Chicago. All I'm saying is this: there's the Cubs fan base are very kind of in the middle because they don't want to get their hopes up because they're just like, we'll see.
I think the reason why because they don't want to see who wins this. I think yes, this is going to be the big decider. But D has to say this full chest. Fuck both of them. First off, that's very clear.
If Chicago, do you want to really see the Dodgers?
That's what I'm saying. I think they can beat Philly, but I don't think they can beat the Dodgers. Just saying that right now. But I think the Dodgers got lucky game 1 because Shohei threw like shit in the first game. So
that's called him money laundering. All right,
shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up.
Joe and Tani, sponsored by DraftKings.
Oh, God. I wish I could talk in Japanese because I would do the Shohei Tani. He's going through the whole thing.
Real quick, before we get to Marsh Sanchez, I got to say, I always felt sports betting and sports really being and colliding with one another was always a bad thing because every single person that I've seen that will take a picture of their parlay, it's always met with heartbreak because it'll be some shit like they expect like Patrick Mahomes to throw 200+ yards and the nigga only throws 175, and it's like, you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? And it'll be that one that will fuck him out of having a good big payday. And I'm like, this is why I don't do that shit because I'll be pissed off.
First off, I'll be real. I don't gamble. I just don't gamble. I
play fantasy football. That's enough gambling right there already. So
what you get out of D is a game or two of blackjack and 3 rolls and roulette. After that, I'm done.
Slots. That's about it.
Fuck with slots. I don't fuck with blackjack. I'm not blackjack. I'm gonna fuck with poker. I don't do nothing.
A little bit Texas Hold'em, but it's
only
like
it's roulette. It's the roulette table. It's the roulette table of blackjack. I do that in Yakuza, nigga. That's all I do.
DraftKings just feels like
now. Hold on, real talk. You want to know what D's addicted to? Like a Dragon Ishin, high low. I play high low all day. I will sit there and play Hancho. I play Hancho all day, nigga. I feel like an old Japanese nigga with a little visor and a cigarette about what I played out. 6. Yeah. Give me that 6, bitch. Yeah. Let me get. I really feel. No.
Oh, you gotta do it like this.
Hey, yeah, you go. Yeah. Hey, real quick. Hey, as you can tell I sat and played that game for about a half an hour, which is actually long for D because, like I said, I don't play gambling games. I don't play card games like that. Angie like, you still in this, Joe? And I immediately knew how I was looking. I did this. Could you get away from me? I got it. Shit. 9, nigga, 9. Come on, bitch. Let's get 9. God damn it.
Dude, DraftKings.
Chris, you gotta hit that. God damn.
Dude, DraftKings, I just feel like it's too much of a risk because it's like like I said, I said earlier about how Josh Allen kind of fucked me in fantasy football this week because
but you got
Josh Allen
parlay on that shit, Chris.
That's the thing, because it's like in your head when you play fantasy football, you're like, oh, Josh Allen gonna fucking ball out, right? And then when he doesn't, but he still does decent, you're kind of like, the fuck, man? Because it's like if you would have told me Dak had the better numbers than Josh Allen, I would have told you get the hell out of here. But like that's what happened this week because whatever, right?
I told somebody, my coworker, like, Dad, why you don't do that shit? Like, nah, I don't do that shit. Damn, nigga, why? Couple things. Number one, I eat a lot of red sauce, so that's not good for my high blood pressure. Number two, I don't want that to get higher. Number three, I don't like losing money in any fashion. If I gotta spend money, I'm like, fuck. D, you need a drink. Yeah, I need a drink. You see what I'm saying?
The last thing I want to do is be that guy that cussed out Kevin Durant because he didn't score a certain amount of points and they missed their parlay. And Durant looked at him like, "Hey, nigga, I didn't tell you to bet that shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, but Durant, you kind of promote DraftKings, so what the fuck did you like? Come on, bro."
Here's my thing. Number one, this is how I know you and I played team sports, because you and I would never fucking do some shit like that. But y'all niggas got the audacity to be going full Robert De Niro, the fan, saying, fuck you, you lost my parlay and shit. Go home. Go home to the wife that haven't found out that you've been betting. You know what I mean, nigga?
On one hand, I agree with Durant, but at the same time, hey, Durant, I kind of think you're kind of like fucking up games a little bit on purpose. That's just my personal theory a little bit.
I am like, see, that's the thing that I think we're all afraid of. Who was in on it? You know what I mean?
Thank you. Because we grew up in that era when people were fixing games. It was like a legit, like, oh shit, controversy, because it was always starting off with one dude that happens to catch a college basketball play and be like, hey, you know, if you peel some games off, and like, you know, we talked about it in Blue Chips, right? Like, it was that, like, unless you were really looking, it was like, oh shit, like, damn, like scalping,
because it was a real, because it was a real thing.
It was an
and
art
it's still, and it's still to this day a real thing, because we have caught so many referees that will blow the whistle so a foul can happen, and the game of basketball becomes the game of basketball, and you can't predict it. And we're seeing the ref going, oh shit, oh shit, like fuck.
And they got worse with one. Who's that NBA player that got caught up because he was actually legit, like being blatant with the shit?
We still don't know about that. That's Mikal Bridges, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was like,
we still don't know.
I don't know, man.
I'm with Rashad McCants on that one. Hey, look here, young fella. I seen it. I'm just saying. I ain't saying you did, but I know what that looks like when it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'm saying. When it was one of the players I did. I was like, why didn't you? Oh, yo. I think he did that on purpose, because only way you could do that shit is if you second guessed it. But if you second guessed it, he threw the shot up. So why did you, nigga? It's like that, yeah. You know what I mean? You can't prove it. You can't prove it. You actually legit can't prove it, yeah.
Put up Mr. Sanchez's picture.
So this is the, you know, Chris, it's sad. I thought.
So
Mark Sanchez is like number 4 for me when it comes to the commentators. I actually like Mark Sanchez.
We thought
Let me get that out the way.
So
now we can go.
So I want people to understand this. When it initially came out, he got stabbed, right? And this in Indianapolis. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, that sucks, man!"
Our
like
boy Brian
prayers.
Our boy Brian put out there, yo, Mark Sanchez got stabbed. We were like, what?
Everybody was like, "Oh man, prayers up!" Like, damn, I hope he recovers.
I like how it wasn't 4 hours. It was not even 2 hours later.
It went from prayers up to, okay, apparently Mark Sanchez started to fight with some old guy. And he got stabbed. And it's like, why the fuck was he fighting the old guy? Then it turned into the old guy was an Uber driver. And it's like, what the fuck? Then it turned into Mark Sanchez before he got stabbed was doing wind sprints and shit. And it's like,
which I got to be real with you. If there's anything I believe that one.
That's cokehead antics. If I ever heard it, I ain't gonna lie.
That is what I'm talking about. All of this is cokehead antics. Then this is how it went. Apparently, wherever my man was parked at, Marcus didn't like that. And he started yelling at him. Now, usually when a 60-year-old black man feels threatened, you have to call him nigga and 6 other things for him to go, yo, back your ass up off me, nigga. Like, so that's what went down. First off, you pushed this man to the point where he felt like he was threatened. And yes, that takes a bit for a Gen Xer. It takes a bit for a Gen Xer to go.
But to be fair, Mark Sanchez is my height and 200 and some odd fucking pounds. I'm just saying.
Chris, one of my favorite jokes. One of my favorite jokes was on American Dad, where Stan dressed up like a football player to go play for the arena football team. He's like, get out there. And Stan get out there. And all of these guys on the arena football team are clearly 5 inches taller. He's like, wow, you guys are gigantic. And Chris, I'm a big dude, right? I'm a big dude. I'm close to the ring. I see Roman Reigns pass me. And yeah, he's taller than me. But when he passed me, I'm like, that motherfucker is big. Look. No, I don't think niggas understand that. Roman is a stack.
I want people to.
It's like, holy shit. So yes, he's a quarterback.
I want people to
6'3" quarterback, 200 odd pounds. That's scary, nigga.
I want people to understand something here, okay? I got some muscle on me a little bit, whatever, right? I'm basketball size.
Not former NFL muscle.
Yeah, not former NFL, right? I'm standing next to fucking Sheamus, and we're both the same fucking height, and Sheamus is fucking stacked.
Exactly.
So I'm just, and Aaron's looking at me like, hey, dude, you're going to have to hit the gym. I'm like, I know,
it's so
man.
funny.
Like, God damn.
When we took a picture with Christian and Tommy Dreamer, that was another one. Christian is about your frame. And we know wrestlers look like that. Tommy Dreamer was smaller than me and yet bigger than me. Did you notice that?
Thank you.
He was like, you're like, hey, how's doing, big guy? I was like, this motherfucker. Damn, Tommy, I know you're taller than me, but God, you're big.
So
I weigh more. How is this possible?
So imagine you're an Uber driver and you see big ass Mark Sanchez drunk off his ass doing wind sprints, trying to start a fight with you.
Hold on, you spray him in the eye, and he.
I would stab him too.
Yeah, the poker's coming out, dog. So let's think about it. Think about it, Chris. Mark met his boy around about 7:00. Around about 8:30, Coke fully kicked in. His boy, whoever his boy was, hey, Mark, I think you need to calm down because you drinking and you did Coke. Shut the fuck up, bruh. It's all good, man. Like, you know, you probably got into an argument, went outside. Still fucking got it. Trojans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you. Yeah. It's Trump's America. Move the truck. Now, here's what I heard, and this is actually the thing I want to ask you. Did you hear? Is there anything about him being a MAGA supporter or anything like that?
I don't think he's MAGA. I think it's just a natural assumption because he's like white Mexican. So.
Stop that. Stop that. I knew he was going to say that. Oh my God. I knew he was.
I'm sorry. Mark Sanchez does not look like a Sanchez to me. He looks like Mark Campbell from the great state of upstate New York. All right.
But no. The only people that's actually like.
I think they just assumed because it was a black Uber driver. So
no. I got it wrong. I thought so. It is a part of how the whole media goes because it is what I've been hearing ever since it broke. There's a lot of just real talk, racist people who are making this into something that it really probably wasn't.
They want a race war.
A part of me really does feel. A part of me really does feel. The booger sugar got to him. Hey, bro, you think you're better than me? I ain't saying I'm better than you. What you think you're better than me? Hey, ain't you butt fumble? What you say, bro? What you say about the butt fumble? That's probably what happened.
I mean, look,
probably exactly what happened.
Here's my thing. The funniest joke
the butt fumble didn't ruin me. All right, what ruined me was Rex Ryan. He just started yelling at him. He got
the funniest joke that I saw. I don't know what game it was, but it was a picture of somebody in a hospital bed at a college football game in the owner's box, and somebody said Mark Sanchez on commentary on Sunday. Oh God, that story
Fox got a decision to make.
I mean, look, he caught a felony charge. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Do you fire this dude, or
you suspend him, or you suspend him? I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man. He ain't doing on company time, so.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying, right?
he might catch a suspension. It's gonna be awkward when he come back.
Why would he catch a suspension? Well, outside of you should have been at the game, Mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens to Mark Sanchez. We'll have to.
Tony Romo is just like could have been me.
I'm gonna tell you something. That could have been me, man. I would have been out and on. Not that late. Tony would have drew something up on the play. See, when you're drinking, and then he will full. I like how Tony has eclipsed it to the point where he knows there's still a bunch of people that still hate him. So he's like, fuck you. I'm living my Madden fantasy every Sunday. He goes full mad with that motherfucker. No, he's right here. And the guy's going to cross the seam and go this way. By the way, Tom Brady wishes he had a quarter of that fucking charisma that Tony Romo has.
Look,
Tony Romo on commentary is fun.
I felt insulted, and I think it's probably somebody that hates Tony Romo. Somebody really tried to compare Tony Romo to Tom Brady commentary, and I'm like, you get the fuck out of here, man. Like Tony Romo is entertaining. He actually knows what he's talking about.
If there's anybody that's good also all around that I think is the better one on the Fox programming, I think that's Greg Olsen.
Yeah,
Greg Olsen. I think Greg Olsen is probably the best one out of all of them, outside of Tony and outside of I like him. Fuck y'all. I like Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. I don't mind Chris Collinsworth. Because here's a guy that's going.
It's that every time. It's like. I feel if you got Chris Collinsworth in a Madden game, that's going to be like, okay, Chris, you got to say this line. All right, now here's a guy.
Let me tell you, this is a guy right here, right? This is the reason why I like Chris Collinsworth, because I get it. He's just a dumb enough white guy for me, but he's a dude that loves the game of football, and
he's exciting.
He's going to bring up
exciting.
Shit. I think for all the reasons why people take away from Tony Romo is the reason why I think he's going to be here for a long time doing commentary. And this because they tried to do it to Greg Olsen, and Greg Olsen's like, no, this is the way I do this. I'm talking like this. I'm talking like this. No, you're not going to stop me from talking the way I want. And I'm like, and I'm with that. Tony kind of made him. You can't tell Tony kind of lessened himself a little bit, but now he's getting back to the point. I just did 2 Super Bowls. Shut up. I commentated 2 Super Bowls. But fuck out of here. I can do what I want.
Chris Collinsworth, he's balanced with Troy Aikman, where Troy's
one of the good ones too. Troy is
I love Troy's subliminals because we know Troy knows how to throw shade in the Troy Aikman way. So he'll when the Chiefs game was playing, you could tell Troy was like, I don't understand this.
I don't get none of this.
I don't get none of this.
Because the thing I give Troy, and this is probably, and I mean this in the best way for Tom Brady, because as much as I don't like him on commentary, I think he can be actually good on commentary eventually.
Yeah, but Olsen is what they thought Brady would be.
What is that? Yeah. They really thought that's how it would be. And the same thing go for, not just Olsen. Somebody else is on commentary that I like. Well, Moose is always good, but you can tell Moose was up here, and now he's getting on the the less popular games and shit. It was somebody else in commentary. I don't mind Brady Quinn, but Brady Quinn is what I thought Mark Sanchez was going to be as a commentator. And Mark Sanchez say stupid shit. It's like, Brady ain't got that. Brady ain't got that. Mark Sanchez has just enough CTE to be silly. So
see, you said CTE. I think that's what's going to get Mark Sanchez off. I think he got CTE, doctor. I think that's why.
Probably. That ain't funny. That's not funny. You have to hear. Who else? But
look.
But when it comes to these,
Michael Irvin fucked it up with the CTE. I think my CTE is acting up. He fucked it all up.
Speaking of which, the Hurricanes right now, with the Hurricanes and Michael Irvin just being there at every game is, I told this to somebody, there's two Michael Irvins, y'all. There's Michael Irvin, with the Dallas Cowboys. Let me tell you something about us. But I can't describe what Michael is when the Hurricanes are out in that field and they winning. That is a Mike that I don't know of. I don't know who he is. But we was all talking about it. It was like, yeah, Michael Irvin loves football. That's why.
Yeah, that's all.
Mike, you can tell that, like, you can tell with some people, and that's the reason why you and I like sports, Chris. With some of these athletes, some of these people out here, you can just tell by the look on their face when they win or lose. Sometimes it's like this.
Michael Irvin is the black. He's the black uncle that just loves football and just gonna keep watching it.
No, yeah, man. Oh, real quick though, last thing I say, I was playing college football. And it was actually like the first game of the season I was on, right? And I was playing with Sam Houston, and I was going against like God, I forgot, like Arizona State or something like that shit. But I was with it, and the game was at nighttime, right? And I was telling my wife, like, yep, I like the atmosphere in this game. So what atmosphere, Angie? This is clearly the television. It's a cookout. It's one of those house cookouts where everybody's in the house and it's a cookout and the TV is on and it's loud, but you can't hear the commentary, but you hear somebody look at the guy, oh, yeah, who that? That's number 15 over there. See, he a good one. Nobody knows the name of the players. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those games, man. I love it. That's the atmosphere I like. Anyway. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I think we are done for the week, man. Is there anything else?
No, that's it. So that's gonna be as we finally getting into the rest of the NFL season. I'm just kind of just like we'll see what happens. And also shout out to I think Raw is going to be in Saudi Arabia apparently, like 8 a.m. or some shit like this. I think it's gonna be weird. Process,
but I'm not gonna lie, as a wrestling fan, the whole deal with Saudi Arabia soured it, because not just with the decision is one thing, but it's the fan backlash that I hate. I always hate fan backlash, period. Not because it's a product I like, but more so of why there's a lot of valid criticism.
Mm-hmm.
It's always I always have to keep in mind there's a bunch of people who think they're getting paid by Tony Khan and they're taking advantage of WWE being on one knee. And I hate being around all of that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, these wrestlers know each other. They love each other. And y'all trying to make this a war now. And I can understand WWE deserves a bunch of black eyes. This whole little deal they had with the Saudis was leading up to this, and we all know.
Yeah, it was always there. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
From the first crown jewel up to this point, it was always, because everybody always joked about how, like, oh, what if WrestleMania is in Saudi? And we were all like, they ain't gonna do that, and then it happened, and it's fuck.
And that's now, like I said, it sucks, man. It really does. But not to say that there's still good things going on in wrestling. There really is. I heard what was it? The last AEW jump was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, dude, the last AEW was actually pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's just there's a lot of things going on. I mean, dude, the fact that right now we're basically getting a Survivor Series of sorts, NXT versus TNA, is actually pretty interesting.
And all that's going on. And but the thing that really clutters it up, and this is it. For me is number one, I hate being around people that think every black wrestler should be pushed. I hate being around people that think this person should be the champion. And I hate being in the same conversations that we've been having for the last 10 years about a wrestler you clearly don't like. Yeah. And just the community for me right now is very murky, very toxic, and I just hate being around it. So I have to catch myself every now and then, like, hey, this is a good Raw this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because you have to. It's basically a situation. You just take it for what it is.
Yeah, it's like
you critique what you like, you critique what you didn't like, and it's fine.
It's the chew the meat, spit out the bone type of situation. You have and yes, in a better time of wrestling, which when I really look back on it, when was wrestling ever stable and in a good time? Really. outside of like a month and a half before booking fucks you in the ass somehow. You know what I mean?
Look. I said it as much, and people can go all the way back to when we did the episode about WCW. It's like to watch WCW from beginning to end. I think that's probably why a lot of the shit nowadays with wrestling, I'm just like whatever, because I've seen all the worst things that can happen in wrestling. Yeah. I have seen the best things that happen in wrestling, and it's just a normal part of the cycle. And
at this point, yeah, you're not lying.
You get through if you can get through the worst parts, cool. You can come out of it good, and then sometimes you don't come out of those worst things. It's
because
just, you know,
yeah. Because despite me not watching wrestling, Chris, and not caring for it, Bronson Reed collecting Jordans is a fucking lovely thing.
I love it. I love it.
Fucking see, I don't watch y'all every week, but I watch y'all. Anyway,
anyways.
So let's try to do this next week, my nigga. Oh, congratulations to the team below me. That one logo y'all don't know what it is. That's my high school, which is kind of funny. Below Chris is his high school, and his high school ain't won a game yet. Mine, we beat our rivals. We beat Friendly 28-0. Good for the Crossing Cavaliers.
At Friendly or in Crossland?
I think at Friendly.
Oh, shit, that's even better.
They went to the snake pit and beat them niggas. I went to what they call it, the wall. I forgot what they call it.
The wall, the pit. I don't know. Either way, they have like a entrenched football. Them and Largo are the only two I know that have an entrenched like football.
Shout outs to Largo. Shout outs to Wise being who they are. But this is the last thing I will show. This shout out, but not shout out to this nigga for being so far by what the kids say, not what D says. What the kids say is the worst coach in PG right now.
I didn't learn one thing in high school or college. One fucking thing. I couldn't tell you what a fucking atom is. I couldn't tell you what a fucking microbe is. I couldn't tell you what the fuck any of that shit is. But I'm a cold hustler.
The kids are dogging Bowie out. The children, these teenagers, I will say this. I will give TikTok this. I'm connecting with Gen Z in a way I didn't want to.
Well, let's be real.
But at the same time, I will say this. A lot of y'all got some good ass parents. That's all I can say.
Let's be real about this. When we were in high school, if there was a coach that was terrible, if you were walking the halls, you heard players talk cash shit about them, right? I think the funniest shit now with social media, them coaches, they're going to get dogged out. Like you said, you put this dude up on TikTok, it's spreading because people are like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Like,
because certain schools, just because, whatever school's popping like that when it comes to their social media, a lot of the kids from, just real talk, the upper middle class black kids, Bowie, Roosevelt, and all the rest of them, they are dogging Bowie. They are dogging them out. And it's funny. Right now, though, like I said, Wise and Suitman look like the two best football teams in PG, but they also saying, who's it? Not Bladensburg. Yeah, not Bladensburg. God damn, I said Bladensburg. Bladensburg. They finally scored. They scored 8 points in their last game. They scored 8 points in the last game. Flowers. Flowers beat the shit out of Parkdale. 50-0.
God damn.
And Flowers, like I said, Flowers, Wise, those are going to be the good schools, but all of them are dogging out Bowie right now. So, anyway, that's one that I want to talk about. We're done, man. We're done.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
All right. Next week.